Hello, my friends. We will start this update with a beautiful sharing by Jonathan from USA. He spent some weeks at Bonnevaux as a volunteer and speaks on how was the experience.
So I've been meditating since I was about 17 years old, but I found meditation through more Eastern traditions. That being said, I grew up in a Catholic upbringing, and I never knew that Catholicism or Christianity in general had a meditative practice or component or history, really. As I was deciding what to do after I graduated from my master's degree, I looked on Workaway, which is a website that volunteers who are who have some free time and don't have a lot of money to spend can stay at a place with room and board included, and they just work 5 hours a day for 5 days. So I typed in contemplative Christianity meditation as the 3 keywords, and Bonnevaux came up. I looked all over Europe, and there was really only one main place, and that was Bonnevaux. And I looked into it more deeply, and I found out that it was connected to John Main, the WCCM, and I knew that something was pulling me here, that the Spirit was guiding me in some way. The daily rhythm of life, as they describe it, was the potential for 5 chapel services, which were 5 meditations a day. And most typically, I would say on average, people went to three of those services every single day. And that was something that I was severely missing in my meditation practice. So I learned how to meditate when I was 17, but I never was disciplined enough, as a typical 17-year-old, 18-year-old would be. But to have a discipline of meditation once in the morning, once around midday, and then once in the evening really allowed me to establish a faithfulness to the practice and a self-knowledge of myself throughout the inevitable ups and downs of human life, and to stick with the mantra, stick with the practice of meditation, and realizing the temporary nature of thoughts and feelings and really everything in life. To have that greater awareness through that daily rhythm was so fundamentally beneficial to me. Meditating with a community develops a shared responsibility. A great aspect of Christianity that I've only recently began to realize is relationality, is how Christianity is based on a relational love. And that's what the Trinity is based on, really, this exchange between the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And when you're in a community, you can readily see that exchange through the fruits of your meditation every day, day after day. And it's not only it's a challenge at times to exemplify that love, but it's a challenge that is worth undertaking, and it's a challenge that is daily present in the life here at Bonnevaux.
In November, we had some important meetings at Bonnevaux. From the 15th to 17th of November, 40 group leaders from France gathered at Bonnevaux to discuss the teaching of meditation in France and also to have a more concrete experience of Bonnevaux and contact with the core community. It was a rich and intense moment and also a transitional time for the French community. Pascal Calec is now the new coordinator, taking over from Sandrine Vinet. From 22nd to 24th of November, leaders from WCCM International Team, from WCCM France and local leadership, together with the Bonnevaux core community, had a meeting to discuss the future of Bonnevaux. It was another important moment to identify challenges, potentials, needs, doing all these discussions with moments of meditation at the Bonnevaux Chapel. During the last week of November, it was also a time for planting trees at the orchard in Bonnevaux. This is led by Thomas Lisser, that manages the permaculture project at Bonnevaux. So he explained a little bit now.
So the idea to develop the orchard was, first of all, to provide good fruits, good food to the abbey and to the neighborhood, in addition to the vegetables that I am growing in the farm. That was the first thing, but also the second thing was the idea to plant trees to create this beautiful landscape where kind of a small hidden heaven, with lots of fruits. You can just wander around and pick fruits all year round and stay and meditate. Why not in this place? So the idea was really to provide food, but also a place of peace. And so I chose trees of different varieties. So we planted apple, pears, apricot, peaches, plums, and we will have also hazelnuts, walnuts. They are mainly from this area, so it's old varieties that we can help to save because they are less common. And hopefully they will be more resistant to pests and diseases. And that's also the idea to have diversity, that they are less and less fragile. And we are sure that if one tree maybe is weak 1 year, we have other trees to supply fruits and so on. So last Sunday we planted 55, and in a month's time we will plant 50 more. So we will have around 100 trees. And probably on the following years we will be able to plant more again.
The Advent Retreat was held at the last week of November, led by Father Lawrence and Giovanni Felicioni. The theme was waiting for what has already come. So we are going to listen now to a short part of the first talk, the introductory talk by Father Lawrence.
So in a sense, the symbolic season of Advent begins now. The clock starts ticking, or will start ticking very soon. And if we lacked all sense of sacred time, life would indeed be a very bleak landscape. And for many people, life has no, time has no sacred dimension. In the past, in traditional societies, the life of work, the life of drudgery, the life of making a living was always interspersed with festivals and seasons and feasts and rituals.
By the way, you can subscribe to receive the Advent Weekly Reflections by Father Lawrence. You just need to go to the website wccm.org and find the form to subscribe to our regular mailings. You can find also a link at the description of this video. We will publish very soon the Bonnevaux program for 2020, so you can plan your coming for retreats or for other events at Bonnevaux. Just keep checking our website bonnevaux.wccm.org, and there you can also subscribe to receive our updates.